All right, well, welcome back. And yeah, it's time for me to climb out of that rabbit hole. I don't know. I promised myself I wouldn't do it, but here we go again. All right, yeah, well, welcome back. And I went down the rabbit hole. I didn't want to go down the rabbit hole, but yeah, I definitely went down the rabbit hole. And what rabbit hole is that? The accessory rabbit hole for the Pocket 3, which we are on, Black Mist filter. I'm telling you what, I promised myself I wouldn't do it, but somebody asked me, hey, can you have an ND filter with a polarizer and the Black Mist? I thought, well, let's check that out. Let's get online. Let's look at some of these ND PLs that are out there. PL just stands for polarizer, and see what we can come up with. So I started my search out, and as much as I wanted to stay with K&F, and they're just a fantastic company, they're really, really awesome, I really don't think I like that gold ring that they put on their ND filters, their variable ND filters and everything like that. As you'll see the video coming up here, this is a test video I did of the variable NDs that they have and the Black Mist. I think that gold ring tends to reflect off the Black Mist, and then it's in the picture. Now you can crop in a little bit, take care of that, but I just didn't like that. That's why I'd gotten rid of those VNDs and bought the Freewells, which so far I really, really like. That's a beautiful day out, man. I can't believe it. Humidity's low, temperature not too high, nice little breeze. Feels good out today. Better than it has the last few days when it was in the 90s and just way too damn hot. Anyway, I went on the internet, on Amazon, started looking at all the different types of ND polarizer, and you can't get a VND polarizer. Now you can on bigger cameras. Actually, I have a few, but I don't think it would be really possible on a camera like this just because it's so small. You have to have two rings to polarize, one for the VND, but you can buy specific ND filters that are polarized. So that's what I did. Like I said, I've looked and looked, and I decided on this set just because the ring was black, they looked really big, and I'm hoping that I can stack them with this Black Mist. So in my initial test, I think I can. It doesn't look too bad, but I have yet to really get out here and do that. We're gonna put some of these NDs on. I'm gonna have to change the frame rate, of course. And oh no, I'm not gonna change the frame rate. I'm gonna change the shutter speed and all that so it'll all match. We'll probably stick with the ND32 and the ND64, which takes me to what is all in this pack. Now, these are the Neewer. It's N-E-E-W-E-R, so Neewer, I say Neewer, whatever you want to call them. 4-pack ND filters, polarized. They go from an ND8 to an ND64. All right, so let me go over the relationship between the ND number and how many stops that you lose of light for each one. So this is an ND8 to ND64. So your ND8, according to what they put on their website, is 3 stops. The ND16 is 4 stops. The ND32, 5 stops. And of course, the ND64 will be 6 stops. Now I know with my variable NDs, the Freewells, when I was out here and it was this sunny, I was generally using 6 stops to make it look good, where I was doubling the shutter speed to the frame rate. Now, I do want to say this, these were not given to me. I went out, well, I shouldn't say I spent my own money. My son gave me a $25 gift card for Father's Day. So I used that, and then it just cost me a few bucks extra to get these. So yeah, nobody's giving me this stuff. I pay with it with my hard-earned cash. So you need to subscribe for that. Just remember, down there, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. And if you'd like to buy me or my wife a coffee, the link is in the description below. All right, here we go. Let's take one out, take a good look at it. and we will pull out the ND32. And there we go right there. And they're really thin. I'm pretty positive that if you're just using NDs and you just want to not have a black mist filter along with it, that these will close within itself. Not something that I tested out. And that's probably not something that I'll do anyway. I probably want to use it with the black mist. Like I've said before in many other videos, that black mist just stays on my camera just about all the time. I don't think I ever take it off unless I'm using my variable NDs from Freewell. Then I do take it off for that because they have the glow mist on that, so it's not a big deal. But let's go ahead and get this one on there. I want to change the shutter speed, double that of the frame rate so that we can have the cinema. Let's try it, see what happens. All right, I just did a vlog. I put it out earlier this week about keeping things in perspective. And well, one of those things was plan on things going wrong. What will go wrong, can go wrong. Yesterday, when I was trying to do this vlog, the first part that you just watched, once I put the ND filter on there, I had all the settings wrong. And it didn't turn out too bad, but I wanted to be on the correct settings when I did that. So I'm back out today, got a different color shirt on. And we're gonna make our way back down to the river. And we're gonna talk about these ND filters a little more. Now remember, these NDs are also polarized. So I wanna get down here on the river, and I looked at some of the video I did yesterday, even though I was off a little bit. And you can definitely see the polarization come through. So right now I've got the black mist and the ND64, which is 6 stops on the camera. Let's take a walk down here by the river. All right, well, the river's right here. We got some nice sun out, and I'm seeing a nice, looks like some really good reflections going on. We'll walk down this a little ways and set this scene up and just see what we come up with. I'm gonna hook it up to my phone. That way I can see a little bit better of what's happening. All right, so, oh man, that looks fun. Out there on the boat, looking at having a good old time. Gonna do some of that this weekend. So right now we are starting off with no polarization. But now let's go ahead and let's switch over to what this says is full polarization. So can you tell a difference? I think you can. I think you definitely can. And I'm trying to see, it doesn't look like I'm seeing any kind of distortion on the edge or any kind of, I don't know what you want to call it. I think it's a reflection of that gold ring. And I don't see anything that, I don't know if they're a little dark over there or not. It doesn't look bad though. It does not look bad. And this is, from what I can tell, is full polarization of the filter that I have on here. So these are newer filters, as I said, links in the description. All right, this is no polarization. We're kind of looking down there at this line right here. See what it looks like. It's hard to tell on the phone itself. But now let's switch over to polarization and see if you can see a difference. And I will say I am zoomed in just a little bit to get a little bit closer look at that. Now this is with full polarization on. How does that look? I think I can actually tell the difference looking at the screen. You can actually see the rocks like I can, like right here. I can see those rocks that are down there on the shoreline. So it seems like it definitely does work. So now I'm going to do some time lapse and man, call it a day, head back to work. So for the person that asked me about whether these could be stacked with a black mist, I have it stacked with the K&F Black Mist. I'm using the 1/8. I also have a 1/4, but I couldn't find it. I was going to bring that along too, just to see what it looked like. But with the 1/8, and it's stacked on top with a ND64 polarized filter. It looks pretty good. And, you know, as always, be safe out there. Take care. We will catch you next time. Don't forget, like, subscribe down there, that little button. Thanks.